Hello, my crafty friends and creators from around the globe. Welcome, or if you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you for joining me in the studio today. DJ here, and today we're going to work on a quick little project that I was inspired to make by Sue at Paper Inspirations. And she is doing she did a 12 by 12 series. There's a playlist that she has for using up your 12 by 12 papers. And I went through one of those videos, and that inspired me to work on something that is going into a project that I'm working on for you all. It's like a 3 or 4 video series, and we're going to make something together, and it's going to be really fun. And I'm not going to talk too much about it because that series is going to release very soon. So I'll let you catch it there. But we're going to work on a couple of pieces to go into that particular item. And we'll use up some paper. So she uses 12 by 12s. But I am going to adapt it to use some 8.5 by 11 that I've cut down. So she uses one sheet of 12 by 12, and I'll link to her video down below, and so you can see that one, and she's got a whole bunch of other ones. So if you do have 12 by 12 paper that you want to use up, that's two-sided, she has some great stuff over there. I have these 8.5 by 11 sheets that are two-sided, so I'm going to use these because these match the item that I'm working on for you guys. So we'll do that. But before I get started, I just wanted to show you this. This was fun, and I don't want to, it's going to shine on you because of the light. But I resurrected this old tab punch. I went through one of my punch drawers. I have kind of craft supplies everywhere. And I have this huge dresser with a number of drawers. I think it's like 20 drawers. My New York accent. In it, and it came from an old lingerie store, and they would keep the different types of lingerie in it, and it's huge, and it's wooden, and it's on wheels, and it's very old. But anyway, I have a bunch of older punches in there, and I found this one in it and resurrected it because I wanted to kind of put some WD-40 in. I just use a Q-tip to keep the springs kind of moving and stuff, because these punches tend to stick. This one is from, I guess, McGill. It's kind of older, so I'm not sure, but that's the name. I just don't want to shine. And it's got like 3 different tabs that you can make. So I brought that out and I oiled it up, and then I wanted to get the extra oil off of it. So I pulled out one of the one of these envelopes we had sitting around, like a bill envelope, and oh my goodness, I made such a fun discovery. So it was the outside of the envelope, and I was punching through both sides at once, and it was white. But when I pulled out the tabs, they were this fun pattern. So this was the inside of the security envelope for the bill, and when I punched it, it made these cool little tabs. So, well, then, I had to punch out the rest of the envelope, which I did. And then I found another envelope that had a completely different design on it, which was also very fun. So, not only did I resurrect a fun new tag punch, but I also discovered that the inside security linings of some bills actually are really adorable for these little tags. So these are going to become dangles. Like I can, connect a couple. It doesn't have a hole at the top, so I'll have to punch the hole. But I could connect a couple of these and then add in, like a little bulb pin or something, and hang them off a journal or add them to some tags or whatever. But I thought that was fun, so I thought I'd share. And then I cut some out of book page because I couldn't stop. And it actually didn't leave any oily residue on it like I thought it was going to do, which is why I did it in the first place. So, bonus. All right, so let me get rid of these. That's my fun little share for today. And now we'll get started on this. So what this is going to make is it's going to make a pocket that it actually can have 3 pockets. So it's like a square piece that has 3 pockets. And then another set of a triple tuck, like a triple pocket, and some tags and stuff. So I don't know how much we'll get out of these sheets, but I have some offcuts from this kit that I'm working in. So there's like some tags and ephemera pieces. It's from the Journal Boat on Etsy, and it's called Flower Market Blue. So if you're looking for it, I'll put a link to that below also. But it's also going to be listed in my upcoming series, so you can grab it there. But anyway, so if we don't have enough paper here to make tags, then I'll just cut out some of this fun ephemera and extra pieces from the kit to use. Okay, so let's get started. So I have some two-sided paper here, and it is recommended to use two sides for this because of the way this is laid out. Now, if you only have one side, you can, stencil or coffee dye or do whatever you want to do with the paper to make it two-sided. But since I have this paper and I'm working with it, it would be nice to add this to the piece that I'm working on. So I'm going to go with this. Enough said. All right, so let's start cutting. I need a piece to start with that's 8" by 8" square. And these, I want to go with this one. Yeah, I think I'll go with this one for the square envelope. So what I'm going to do is cut this off. I think this might just be just about 8 inches, a little over 8 inches wide. So I'm just going to cut that little bit off. And then we're going to cut it 8 inches the other way. And this up. Okay. Because what we want to get is an 8" square to start. I think I want, which side do I want? This side. So I want to go this way. All right, and we're going to cut that at 8 inches. Almost lost my mark. Right there. And there is a measuring thing on this. It's because this goes down, I'm kind of always feel like it's off. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. All right, so now we have our 8 by 8 square, and we need to do some scoring. So get a ruler, and if you have, like a scoring or a bone fold or something to score with. I have a scoring board, so I'm going to use that. And we want to score at 3 inches. So 3 inches in from either the left or the right, but you want to make sure, actually it's going to be in from the left, and you want to make sure that if you have directional paper, this is the top. Okay, and then I'm going to go in 3 inches and just score that. Okay, and then this is my bottom, so I want to turn this. I'm going to turn it clockwise and then score. I'm going to do one turn clockwise and then score at 3 inches from the bottom. So if this is the bottom, I went up 3 inches, and this is the left, I went in 3 inches. Okay, and so what that gives me, and I don't know how well it's going to show up here, is I have this kind of X here, and then there's a big rectangle here, here, and then a big square here, and a small square here. So we are going to cut off now this piece in the bottom right-hand corner. And we're doing that with a scissor. Actually, I'm going to do it with my cutter. This. So I can get a straight edge here. Hopefully. I say that with such confidence. Let's see what we get. Okay, and then we'll take this side. Okay, and so we've cut out that little bottom piece, and now we're just going to fold up the rest. So let's put this to the side, and we'll fold this over on that 3-inch score this way. And then, so you have something that looks like this. And now we just want to fold this piece up, okay? Like so. And so that gives us a pocket here, a pocket here, and then if you glue this down on your page, you can have another pocket behind it, or you could do a pocket here, and you could do a pocket here. So depending on where it lays in your journal, you have a couple of different options. All right, so now we're just I'm gonna put a little punch here to show, and you can reverse this. So if you wanna flip it the other way, in your book, she shows that you can kind of pick another side. So if you want it to go this way, and this is where the two-sided paper really comes in handy, is, you know, having the option to do that. So let me just put a little punch, because I'm going to go this way with mine. Just going to eyeball it here. Like so. Like that. And if you want to sew, I'm not going to sew, but if you want to sew, what you can do is sew down here to start. I think that's right, yeah? And then, yeah, so you would sew down here like this, take it off the piece and sew that. And then you can close this up and then go stitch all the way around here. And if you're really, really good, you can come and stitch that before you even do that first stitch. But I'm not going to get into any stitching right now. I'm just going to keep this quick if I can, so we can get a couple of pieces done. So let me just do a quick inking though. I do want to do that. And I hope everybody is doing good. It is Wednesday after Christmas, and if you celebrate Christmas, I hope you had a wonderful, lovely Christmas. I believe now is Kwanzaa, so happy Kwanzaa if you're celebrating Kwanzaa. And we got the new year coming, so wow, it's going to be 2022. Oh wow, that went quick. I feel like I say that all the time. Do we all say that? It's just like, wow, that went quick. But you know, then we have days where it's like dragging, and why is this day dragging on? But I guess it just kind of sneaks up on you. And yeah, so I hope you all are having some craft time in. Maybe because of the holidays, you have some downtime and extra opportunities to craft. So again, I appreciate you spending your time with me today. This is really sweet of you. And let's see here. Yeah, so tell me what you're crafting if you're crafting. Are you crafting one of these now? Oh, and you know, there's a couple of different ways I guess you could work with this too. You don't have to make this a pocket. I think I was watching Gail Agostinelli make this, and she sent me over to Sue, who had that whole playlist, which was wonderful. But I think she said that Corey Dahman, the Flip Flaps and Folds, and Scrappy, she makes stuff out of scraps, did one and put something in here. So she didn't sew this or make it a pocket. She actually left this open and I think put a note or another pocket in here or something. So you could leave this open, and then you could also just let me, if you had a journal, you could kind of this isn't a journal, this is kind of like an art book, but you could then tuck it around a page like that and have something on the back, and you know, have this on the other side here like that, and then am I even in frame? And then yeah, so that would go like that, and then you could clip it in place. So that would be fun. Or you could just glue it on a page like that and use it as you know, as a tuck behind it or on the side, and then still have this flap open and have something in here maybe another fun pocket or a hidden note or something like that. So that a couple of different things that, you know, you could do with that just to give you some ideas. But I am going to close it up and sew it. And I don't have to ink the back because that's going to be glued down in my particular case. All right, so that's done. Let's glue. Let's glue. Where's my little glue? So glue. We'll glue this flappy down first. And so just up the sides because the bottom's already done, you know. Save a little glue. Like so. And this is tacky glue that I just put in this needle nose bottle. And we're just going to glue this side. Okay, like that. All right, so that's one done. We'll make them all and then maybe we'll decorate. This is from our one sheet of 8.5 by 11. Mine's a little shorter than that because of the white tabby things, but so that's that. So we got this, and then we have this piece left over and this. Yeah, because this got cut off the 11 side, and then this was that piece we cut out. So let's take this one. This fit in here. All right, we're just going to shave a hair off of this. And let's see, what is it? It's about 2.5. Let's see. If I make it just 2.5, let's see if that makes it fit. And then we'll have just this little bitty piece here. Depending on how you glue, you may have to trim yours a little more. Well, that kind of fits, so I'm going to leave that. And which way do I want it? This way. Well, you know what? We also have another piece we're going to have to cut for the other part, so maybe we'll use one of those and then it'll matchy-matchy. So for now, I'm just going to hold these off. So this could be a back pocket. You could use this as a, you know, a tag or a journaling card here. So right now, we'll just put these off to the side. We'll put this off to the side. We'll get out our second sheet of paper. And let's get this evened up to 8 inches across this way. So this one's a little uneven, so I'm going to mark it on 2 sides so I can align it right. It went into my printer kind of wonky, like I didn't put that thing over all the way, and so it shifted ever so slightly, and the white line was just a little off kilter. Kind of like your YouTuber here, a little off kilter. And therefore, this isn't exactly a square, so I'm going to try to make it square with this cut. All right. So now that we have that, hopefully it's squared up. Yeah, it's a little better. All right, now we're going to cut this at 4 inches. So this is 8 across. We're going to cut it down the middle at 4 inches. So right in half. And for this one, it doesn't matter if, I mean, if you have a scrap, you know, that's a little bigger than 4 inches and it matches what you're doing, and you want to use that for this, that's fine. You could even make this a little smaller. You'll see why if you want to watch through before you make it. All right, so we're going to do that. And so now this piece is approximately 10.5. Yeah, and so what I need is I need a 6-inch piece, a 4-inch piece, and a 2-inch piece. So I will cut the 6 and the 4 from this one, and then I'll cut the 2-inch off of this other side. So let's do, if you're following. So we need a 6-inch, a 4-inch, and a 2-inch. So since this is about a little over 10, I'll cut the 6 and the 4. There's 6. And that'll give me a little tiny end piece. So, let's see. And Sue made a fun little ruffle with an offcut, so we can go ahead and do that. I feel like I'm not all the way in frame. Sorry if I'm not all the way in frame. One of my last videos, I was like all the way down here in the bottom of the video, and I wasn't working up here. And I was like an hour-long video, and if you make videos, you know it's just, once you're editing and everything, it's just a lot. It's a lot, and it worked, and you could see everything, so I just didn't want to remake it, but you'll know it when you see it. Okay, so this is our 6-inch and our 4-inch, and now we need a piece that is 2 inches. So I grabbed, and I just want to make sure this is about the same width. It should be. It's a little off. So much for my good measuring. All right, there. All right, let's see what we get here. Come on. Are you lined up there? Oh. Let's see if this fits now. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so let me take a 2-inch piece off of here. This one I can do this way. Ooh, my belly's grumbling. Okay. And then so we have these, and then we have this, which is left over, so we'll put that to the side. We'll put that little scrappy to the side. And for these are going to be a set of stacking tuck pockets. So you can tuck something behind here or to the side. So I'm not going to cut a divot in this one, but I am going to do it in these two. And so I'm just going to line up the piece that I'm going to punch so I can get them somewhat symmetrical. And okay. Like that. Okay, and now these two sort of align, and you can see I just flipped, and you can decide what way you want to go. I could also go this way and have that little bit of color. Maybe I'll do that. All right, let's ink these just lightly. Nothing crazy. And you can tell me about your day, or go grab a cup of tea or coffee or wine or whatever makes you happy while I ink. And you could also sew around these, though again, you know, in the interest of time, I'm not going to sew. I'm going to try to keep the editing a little lighter, but you could certainly sew, and I did make a set at a 12 by 12 that I sewed, so I'll show you that in a sec. That I have sewn proper English, I think. All right, let me just do this because I'm afraid it might peek in. And I am not 100% sure if I am going to put this one down, so I am going to do the back. Because I might, oh, actually, now that I think about it, that would be fun. If I flip these back around the way I had them originally, that will just cause more inking, won't it? I would think that I could do a little journaling on the back, but it might be too bumpy anyway, so we'll just keep it like it was. Yeah. Whew, sighs of relief. I hear them. I hear them. All right, so that's that. That's that. We're done. But if you wanted to sew this after you get it inked up, you could just sew around here. And if you're putting it down, you know, maybe you don't have to cover the back. Some people don't like the other way that the stitches look. I don't mind it, but we're just going to glue ours down. No stitching today. And so this gives you a lot of options for pockets. And we are only using 2 pieces of paper. So if you do have a lot of, you know, I have a lot of double-sided 8.5 by 11. Because at the start of the pandemic, I went nuts and printed off a bunch of pages, you know, just my brain going, what if we don't have power and I can't print paper? At least if I have paper, I can craft. So yeah, I have a lot of paper. So, and then I printed some for this project. So I think it worked out well. So if you have a lot of 8.5 by 11 and not a lot of double-sided 12 by 12, this could be an option. Okay, so that is that. And so we have that. And then we need some tags, right? We need some tags. Of course we do. And I think that she also made a notepad. I'm going to get my other set. Hold on one second, because I did make another set and I want to show it to you. Okay, and this will be a good reminder. So this was from my 12 by 12. So we have, that's the triple pocket, and there's some tags, and I pulled this out of some other pieces that I had, scraps, and this little tag, and this is the, and then we made a notebook. So we'll make a notebook or a little mini journal, and we'll make a notepad, and then we'll make some tags. But this is how it looks with the sewing. I did sew this one. And then this was another piece from this pack. This is a Prima pack, I believe. Tales of You and Me or something like that. I love, love, love this pack, and I hoard it. But I wanted to put this in an upcoming journal. So this is what I made. And then we have this cute little journal. And then we have this notepad. Okay, so we need to reserve one piece for the notepad. Let's take this one. I think I'll, like for the journal rather. So how big is this? This was 3, so 6. What will that leave me? About a 2-inch piece, which I can use for the notepad. Perfect. All right, so let's cut this at 6. So this is the other side of this, and we took the 2-inch piece off of this, and this is what's left, and we're going to cut it at 6 inches approximately. You don't really have to measure if you don't want to. As long as it folds over nicely into a journal. So, which way? Let's go this way. This will become our journal. I could fold. And you don't have to make a journal if you don't want to make a journal. You could just make an extra tag, or this could actually just be a journaling card. You could tri-fold this and do something else with it. You could just put it in here. But let's make a journal. But just some other options for you if you don't like making journals, or you're not real comfortable stitching a journal. You know, like with a pamphlet stitch. But if you have a sewing machine and you only have a couple of pieces of paper inside, you could just sew down the middle, which is actually what Sue did in her video, and that could just be an easy way. I wouldn't glue it because it's not going to hold up if you got paper in there. Trust me, I've tried it and it just doesn't work out. So yeah, so let me we'll put that to the side for a minute, because we also have to make a notepad. So let's take this piece, and we'll just fold it in half. So this one ended up being about 2 3/4 by about 4. All right. And again, not very precise measuring. So, and actually, wait a minute. I think do I want to make a tag out of this one? I think I'm going to make a tag out of this one because I wanted to balance this and then have, you know, some tags here. So, let's see. That'll go there. I'm just going to cut this down. Sorry. I'm kind of all over the place. What did I say? About 2.5. I'm going to cut this one at about 2.5. So it'll fit in that pocket we made. Okay, here. Whoop. Okay, and then we have a little contrast going on. But if you want to use that piece for your notepad, by all means, you do that. I think I need a smidge more. Got a little glue happy there. All right. Okay. Yep. Let's see. I don't know why my cutter is misbehaving. Probably because it sees the camera. That would be my guess. All right, close enough. All right, and then we're just going to make this a tag. Will this fit better now? Yeah, I think so. I'll round the corners on the bottom. That'll make it work. That always makes it work. All right, this will go in there like that. Much better. Yeah. And we need to make it a tag. So where is my little, here it is. My little tag making corner thingy. Just do that. And if you're a newbie, I just made this from a credit card, well, it's actually like a fake membership card for the Environmental Defense Fund. But, by the way, if you want to collect junk mail, become a member of this company, of the Environmental Defense Fund or the ASPCA. You will have more envelopes and mail than you could possibly imagine, just saying. They send a lot of mail. And all you do is you cut the corners off at different angles for different types of tags. So I just used this one. But I could have used this one, and then it would make a thinner tag. If I have a taller tag or a wider tag, I might want to, you know, do something like that. And then this side goes down a little further. And I didn't even think about it. I just kind of cut these at different angles, and I just use this as a template. It's better for me than trying to do that fiddly thing where you cut off one end and then move it over to this side and cut. That just drives me crazy. This I can line up and then cut, and it's just a lot quicker for me. So there, little tip for the newbies. I'm still kind of a newbie, so who are we kidding? But I learned that from somebody else, and then now I'm passing it on to you, and now you are obligated to pass it on to somebody else. Okay. Now that we're clear. All right, and so I'm going to make this a slotted tag. About there. And we'll ink it a little bit. And it's already, I did it this color on the other side, which I do to a lot of my papers, hopefully, so I don't have to always back it with tea-dyed paper or some other kind of paper. And it's ready to write on if somebody wants to do that. And so now all I have to do is add a little ink, and then I'll find a piece of ribbon or something for the top, which I see on my desk, so I don't have to go very far. And I think it'll go. A little in there. Okay. Oh, come here. I think you'll work. So you're going in here. Like so. I like it. It's close enough. It's kind of got more of a seafoam tinge to it, but works for me. Just do that. And I'm not going to glue it because this is sorry. So I'm going to staple it. Kind of staples. Yellow. What's in here? Gold. It'll work. And I'm just going to put a staple in the top of this. Like so. There we go. Cute little tag for our cute little pocket. And I don't know, this may seem a little off if you guys are looking at this, like maybe that pattern doesn't match as best as you would like it. But the item that I'm putting this into does match. So it'll all make sense when you see it there very soon. All right, and we need some tags. We need a tag for this, and then I think we can use some of these, which are so pretty, from this kit. Oh, this might look really nice down here as a decoration. And this, oh, I love, isn't that adorable? It's just like a little Volkswagen Bug. Well, that's what it looks like. Cut off with all the flowers in it. It's just so cute. What do I want? I don't know. There's so many. I guess I'll use that one. We'll do that one. We can cut it, right? Yes, we can do this. You can do it. You can do it. There's straight lines to follow. So we'll use one of these, and then we'll make our notepad and our journal. How's that sound? So if you're done at this point, you can exit the building onto the next video if you don't want to watch me make a notepad or a mini journal. But I'm going to put this in as a little journaling card, and I actually think I will put this in here because it's so cute. And it'll look like the bus is parking in a garage. Like so. Ta-da. I like it. It's plain on the back, so ready to go, ready to journal. Write down your secret messages to yourself, your little love notes to yourself in there, like so. That's cute. Oh, this one would look cute in there too, wouldn't it? All right. That's too tall. This one's cute though. I like this one. Yeah, and she has a couple of really pretty kits in her Etsy store for the journal boat. So the project that I'm making, the surprise project that's coming up soon, I'm going to actually make a few of them in different colors, and it'll be fun because I get to use all of her kits. There's one that's like lavender or something in that purple hue, which is just gorgeous, and this one's more of a blue theme, but they're all beautiful. There's a daisy one, and then there's like another blue, but it's like a French blue, and I bought them all because they're all just so cute. They're gorgeous. I mean, look at them. And then this is the paper from one of the other kits. So this is from, I think, the French blue kit. But I needed something really neutral, and the only neutrals she had in this one were like in the journaling pages, and I didn't want to kind of use them. So anyway, so that'll fit in there too. So now we've got those two. How cute, how cute. And then for here, we can make this one a tag, right? This could be or a journal card or something. And this one, I think I'll make a little taller and thinner top. So I'll use this side. And this is just, you know, a quick little tip. I don't even know who I could lend credit to because I've seen so many people. I have seen so many people make these, and they are just perfect. It is just such a great solution to make tags. This one I'll do. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do the slotted because we have that kind of going, right? That's kind of like what we're doing here. But if you don't have a slotted punch like this, just use your regular punch, or just staple your tag directly to the tag, your silk or whatever you're using. You don't even have to use ribbon. You could use a piece of paper. All right, so I'm just gonna twist this one and cut it so it's not so even. And did I ink this? I didn't ink it. You gotta catch me. I know you're just trying to get out of watching me ink, but if I'm messing up, I need you to call me out. Maybe you were calling me out. You're like, ink the tag. You've gone this far. You've already taken us on the journey with you. We had to sit through all the other inking. So might as well just do this one. And I would normally, these are the conversations I have with myself, all by myself in my craft room, talking to you all. But you could back this. I usually would back this with, you know, like a piece of tea-dyed paper or card, you know, paper bag. The one that I did here, I just took a piece of, I think it was a wrapping that came. Something came in this wrapping, and I did that so that you can journal on it. But I won't do that here right now. You kind of get the gist of it. I am going to staple this in place. Like so. Let's get there. Okay. Sure. And that can go in the tall pocket. And then this is going to be our journal. We're going to need a piece for our notepad. And that piece can be, let's see, where would I put the notepad? I can put it behind here. So it doesn't have to be that big. It could be a little notepad, and I could put it behind here or on it over here. Let's make it a little one, and then we'll have another cutoff for another tag here. We'll take this one up to there. So I'm cutting this at, if you're following along at home, I lost my mark. All right. I could wear glasses, but it's not going to make a difference. It's just not. It's pencil on blue paper. So let's be honest. I don't have a shot of seeing it, even with glasses. Okay, so this is about 4 inches. It's a little under. Or so. This is for the tag, and then we'll have this piece left for the notepad, and this one is almost 4 inches as well, which would make sense since it was an 8-inch strip. So this one we're just going to fold over in half. This will become our notepad. Maybe put this over here. Why am I having trouble making this line up? Well, it doesn't really matter because you won't see one side of it when you're looking straight at it. All right, so that's that. That goes there. And now we have this other tag. And we have stuff everywhere. I'm going to save that piece of sorry because we're almost done with it. I'm going to save all those little pieces. I did see Corey do some fun stuff with teeny tiny strips, and I cut off a bunch of them, so I'm excited to get to use them. All right, so this one, let's make it a tag. All right. Here, like so. Flip it over, right? You're following along. We've done this 3 times now, so you're a pro. I, however, am not. Come on. There we go. Okay, good. All done with. Let's not. Nope. We're just going to staple this one right on. Not even. I got to ink it. Here we go again. Ink it. quickie king, quick, 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 quick like a bunny. All right, that's that side. Flip it over. It's going faster now. Not really, but if I tell you, maybe psychologically. Okay, that's that. You get there, you go there. I'm going to put that sewn piece on the inside. Just going to do that. Put you there. And then staple you. Very nice. That's nice. I could put a strip across that if I wanted to hide that staple, but I don't care. I like it. You're going in here. Okay. And we could also put this one in there. So let's do that. Oh, actually, no. I have a better idea. I have one of these, and if you have, you know, a cutout from a kit, you could do the same thing too. This will be fun. Hold on. See, all those people that left, they're missing out on this now. Should have stuck around. All right, what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to use this for my notepad. This is going to be the back. This is going to fold over like so. Like that. And then we'll put the paper in, and when you lift the paper up, there'll be a little fun surprise there. And you could flip it the other way if you want that on the back. Like so. Like so. And we don't need this anymore. We could make another pack with that. We could make a little belly band with this. It doesn't matter. I'm going to need the scraps for something else anyway. So, all right, we have this. We have this. Put those to the side. I'll put you away. Don't need you anymore. You can stay here. And I'm just going to get some tea-dyed paper. I'll be right back. Okay, you could use your scraps if you have scraps. You don't have to get new sheets of paper. But since I'm going to make the journal and I'm going to make this, I just figured I would go ahead and grab a couple of sheets. So we want this to be just inside on both sides. I'm just going to cut the strip down. This notepad is about 2 3/4, and my strips are going to be about 2 1/4. Yeah, that was smart putting the mark up there. Well, we can do this. 2 1/4. 2 1/4. That's why they give you a ruler. Okay, and then we'll do another one at 2 1/4. All right, and let's see. You want the length. Oh, I guess I could have went a little wider. That's okay, we'll space them out. Like so. It doesn't have to be perfect. You want it to be about that long. About that long. And about that long is approximately 3 1/2. But what I'm going to do is cheat a little. I'm going to fold it just slightly longer than that. Can I get 3? Ooh, yes I can. Look at that. Huh? Like I was made for it. Okay, and now I'm just going to cut the ends off of this one fold. The other one I don't have to cut the ends off because it's going to be tucked in. Where's my scissor? I put it away. So we'll just cut a tiny smidge off of that. Okay, and now we have a notepad, and I said I'll space some of this out. So we'll do that, like so. Well, I guess we need to make it just a little bit shorter. So I'm going to cut some off the top. Because I like that kind of burnt edge there. Let's see how that works. Yeah, so now you just gotta, did I do it straight? Hello? Yeah. Maybe this is too far apart now. You cut yours better. Gosh, I kind of feel like it's still not short enough and it's crooked. It's fine, it's fine. I'm gonna staple it and it's gonna be fine. I put the stapler away, see? I still needed it. All right, so never quick, never quick. All right, so that, and then I'm just gonna glue this down like that. And you make yours prettier, make it line up. But let's put some glue on that. I'm going to use a stronger glue. And yeah. That side. And this side. That's probably not even because you're not putting it all the way up. There we go. No, it's crooked. That's why I did that. Okay. No problem. All right, so that's done. That's our little notepad. And now we have this journal. Okay, and I'm gonna need a piece, or a couple of pieces that are just here. And here is about 3 3/4, but I mean, you don't have to measure. You just want it to be under the inside there. So whatever your piece is, just make it a hair under that. Like so. Yeah. Okay, and then we want it to be about there. So that is about 5 3/4, but you just want it to sit so that it's slightly inside, so when you close this, your pages, and when I fold this, it'll work better, I hope. Let's see. I'd have to go a little smaller. Yeah, no, it fits. So, and you know, I'm not going to put a lot of pages in here, so I don't have to worry about the bulk making it stick out. So we'll just do a couple more. So this was, yeah, I'm just going to use this piece because it's a little shorter, but I don't mind. Kind of gives it that funky look. That, and then I need another one. Yeah. Just went through this where you're putting the mark in the middle, you can't see it. All right, let's do this one. Okay. Don't even have to measure. Because it's like a junkie journal, right? That one and that one are folded. We'll fold this one. I'm just folding these in half, like this. All right, and we'll stick them all in one another, like so. Now again, you could put a piece of book page in there with it, some other scraps that you have, it's up to you. I'm gonna leave it like that. And then we're gonna do a quick pamphlet stitch. But if you want, you can just sew it down that line. I would recommend like drawing a line and then sewing it down there. What does tend to happen when you do that is you, as hard as you try, you may get a little off here. So what I like to do is take another piece like this, and then I'll just glue it to the back. It doesn't have to be that big, but you could just cover up your stitches on that side if you're gonna sew it on the sewing machine. Okay, I am not. I am going to use the punch. And we have a piece in here. You just use a scrap and a needle. Get in there. Don't need you. Okay. So I'll do this quick. We're really just going to create 3 holes, and I'm not going to measure. If you want to measure, you can measure. I want a hole up here on the top, so I'm just going to kind of hold this. Okay, and then I'm going to do one, so that's that one. And then I'm going to, make sure that's lined up. I'm going to come down here and do one that's approximately the same distance. Okay, like so. And then I'm going to do a third one in the middle. And I am just eyeballing it, so it's a teeny tiny journal in this kit. So, I mean, in this little packet of ephemera. Oh, and I realized I didn't ink the notepad. Sad face. It's okay, we'll get it. We'll get it. Needle. This is waxed linen, but you could just use a piece of twine. Fit. This one. Yep. If the, I gotta bring it to me, sorry. If the inking wasn't exciting enough, how about threading a needle? All right. Our 3-hole pamphlet, we're gonna go down through the center. Okay. Simple. She says. Make my hole big enough. All right, hang on. Apparently this is thicker than I thought. In hindsight, sewing might have been better. Okay, anyway, so we're going to go down through the middle. And then we're going to come up through either one of the 2 top or bottom holes. Doesn't matter. Pick one. All right. I want to pull this out and just leave yourself a little tiny tail. All right, so now we came up. We're going to go all the way down to the other hole on the other end. All right, keep your hand on this because you don't want to lose it. And then we're going to come back up through that center hole. Okay? And it will always go on the other side. Anyway, just come up through the hole. And you want to kind of pull it tight, but don't pull it too tight because then you tear your paper. All right, and then we're just going to cut this and tie a little knot in the center. So you want one piece on one side of this center piece and one on the other, and we'll just tie a little knot. You could tie a double knot if you want. I'm not that worried about it. And that is a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. All right, so let me put this away so I don't jab myself, which I will do on camera for y'all to see. That'll be fun. Put you in there. I got this kit on Amazon a while ago. If I think about it, I'll put it in my favorite things page, which is like my Amazon store. I'm an affiliate for Amazon, so if you buy anything, I do get a tiny percentage, but you don't pay any more than you would if you were just buying it direct from Amazon. You know, I think it's literally just pennies per purchase, but you don't pay that. They pay it to me. Okay, so let's ink this. Because I forgot the notepad. That's okay. We're going to get it. We're going to get it. And you can ink the inside. And, you know, if you want, I'm not going to, but I am going to get the notepad. All right, so there we go. In case we want to see the back, like that. And I can just do that a smidge. Okay, sure. All right, so we have all of our pieces. We have this one that has 1, 2, 3, or 3 pockets, or you could just leave it as a floating pocket and do something on the back. If you have some additional scraps, you could even put another pocket on here. We could attach our notepad here like that with some of those Velcro dots if you wanted to do that. And we have our little journal with some paper inside for some extra writing, and you could even tuck that in here, and you could use these elsewhere, or you could leave them there. You could maybe use that as a tag and leave your notepad in there like that. And then we have this one that has these 2 or 3 pockets, and we could even put our notepad in there like that. So a couple of different options. I wonder if this would fit in here. Probably not, but let's see. No, just a little too wide, but anyway, if you made it a little smaller, you could put your notepad in there. What do I have on me? Glue, of course. So there, that's what we have. Thank you, Sue from Paper Inspirations. This is a cute, fun little pack that you could use in your journals, or you could even send in Happy Mail, right? These are pretty thin. I guess you could, you know, kind of fill this up with some washi tape wrap tags and a letter to your pen pal and send this in Happy Mail. That would be fun. And there we go. So you'll see this come into play in an upcoming series, but that is our make for today. And I truly appreciate you spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you'll make some of your own for your own journals. And if you do, I hope you'll share them with me on Instagram at Hither and Yon Studio, or in on Facebook. You can you know, join, I think, like my page, and then comment that you've made some. I don't know. I'm not on Facebook that often, but Instagram is my place. I like to be on there. If you want to show off, you can at me or tag me. All right, thanks again for joining me this Wednesday, and I'll see you again on Saturday for a new make. And look for that upcoming series. I will talk to you all soon. Have a great rest of your week, and Happy New Year.